Hello friends, this is Dr. Vanna. Today's topic of lecture is understanding of Atma, that is soul, in Ayurveda with a special reference to human physiology. So, what is basically Atma in human body and how we can understand this, that what is its physiological role. So first of all, we will just look that how this soul or Atma is responsible for creation of different living things. So there is a verse given by Acharya Charak, Khadinya Atma Manah Kalo Dishasya Dravya Sangraha, means these are the Karana Dravya, means causal factors. So Atma is one among the causal factors along with Man, Kha Adinya. Kha Adinya means, Kha means Akash. So Akash or अन्य पंच महाभूत, that is Akash, Vayu, Tej, Jal, Prithvi, Atma, Man, Kal, time factor, Disha, directions. So all these are the causal factors or Karana Dravya for creation of all the living things in this universe. So Sa Indriyam Chetanam Dravyam Nir Indriyam Achetanam. Sa Indriya means all the living things which have consciousness or which is having Atma, Chetana, is categorized as Sa Indriya, and the things which are not having Atma, they are called as Achetan. Atma as a causal factor for Ayu, that is life. So these are the words which express about that how this Atma is essential for life. So first verse is Sarir Indriya Sattva Atma Sanyogo Dhari Jeevitam Nityagashya Anubandhasya Paryaya Ayu Ruchyate. In this verse it is defined that what is Ayu or life. So Ayu is the combination of Sharir, body, Indriya, sense organs, Sattva, Man and Atma. So here Atma is an important constituent for the life. Another verse given by Acharya Charak is Tatra Ayush Chetananuvritti, means the life is Chetana Anuvritti. Chetana means the soul or consciousness. So life is the extension of consciousness. So up to which there is consciousness in the body, that is called as Ayu. Similarly, there is another verse, Khadesh Chetana Shashta Dhatava Purusha Smrita. Kha Adesh means, Kha means Akash. That means Akash Adi Panch Mahabhut or Chetana, combinedly called as Shad Dhatu Purush. So here again this verse refers that the Atma is very important constituents for human body. Chetana Dhatur Apyeka Smrita Purusha Sanyaka. Here Acharya Chakrapani has further explained Chetana Shabd as Chetana Adhara Sa Manask Atma Grihate. Chetana Dhatu means here the Atma in combination with Man is called as Chetana, because the consciousness is manifested only in the presence of Atma through the Man. So this Chetana Dhatu is called as a Purush also, Smrita Purusha Sanyaka. So Atma is also called as Purush. It is also called as Chetana Dhatu, and here Chetana Dhatu means the Atma along with Man. So basically Manas along with soul is called as Chetana, means the consciousness is exhibited through the man. Now Atma as an important body constituents. So if the Acharya Shushruta as well as Acharya Charak both has described about the human body, that Acharya Shushruta has given the verse Panchamahabhuta Shariri Samvaya Purush Ituchyate, means the human body. Purush means here stands for human body. So the human body is the composition of Panchamahabhut and Sariri. Sariri means Atma. Here Sariri is a synonym for Atma. So it again, Acharya Charak has also given verse and described the constitution of human body. Tatra shariram nama chetana adhisthana bhutam pancha mahabhuta vikara samudayatmakam samyogavahi, means the human body, the sharira means the human body, is the product of pancha mahabhuta vikar, means it is formed by the derivatives of pancha mahabhut vikar, that is dosh, dhatu, mal, man, indriya, and it is the seat of Chetana. Chetana means here Atma or consciousness. So the human body is defined as that it is combination of Chetana plus Pancha Mahabhut Vikar. There is another verse which shows that it is an important body constituent. Sattu Atma Shariram Cha Trayam Etat Tridandavat. Sattu means man, Atma, Sharir, body, are the important three pillars of the human body. So these are the few references which show that in Ayurveda, Atma has been considered as an important body constituent to make a living human body. Now what is the seat of Atma in human body? So here Acharya Charak has given verse Sadangamangam Vijnanam Indriyanartha Panchakam Atma cha Sagudashchita Chintim cha Hridi Sanshritam. In the below line it is given that Atma cha Sagudashchita Chintim cha Hridi Sanshritam, means Atma, Sagud, Man, Chet. Chet is here synonym for Man. Chintya are reside within the heart. Hridi Sanshritam means resides. So Sadangamangam, the 6 parts of the body, Vijnana, Jnanam, इंद्रिय एंड उनके अर्थ पंचकम, पंच अर्थ शब्द स्पर्श रूप रसगंध. So all these things reside within the heart along with the Atma. Here heart stands for brain as well as the heart which is located in thoracic cavity. Now what are the different synonyms of the Atma? So if we go through the text, either Charak or Shushruta, there are various synonyms have been described or given for word Atma. As Acharya Charak has given, Sa Sarvaga, Sarva Sarir Vrichya cha, Sa Vishwakarma cha Vishwarupa, Sa Chetana Dhatur Indriyascha, Sa Nityayuga, Sa Anusaya, Sa Evacha. Means first synonym is Sarvaga. Sarvaga means it is present all over the body. Next is Sarva Sarir Vrich. It controls the whole body. Vishwakarma and Vishwarupa. Vishwakarma means karma means functions, so it is able to perform all the functions. Vishwarupa means it has ability to reside in different forms of life. Sa Chetana Dhatu. Atindriya. It is also, its synonym is Chetana Dhatu. Atindriya means Atma cannot be perceived by Indriya, that's why it is called as Atindriya. Nityayug. Nityayug means the Atma always resides in the body along with the Buddhi and Ahankar. So Atma along with the Buddhi and Ahankar is called as Nityayug. Sa Anusaya means it gets attached with the Sukh and Dukh. Sukh and Dukh. Anusaya means attachment. So it gets attached with either pleasure or pain. Although we know that Atma is not the seat of pain or pleasure, but in living human body, Atma and Man, they are not separate. They work in a very integrate manner. As we know that Atma is inactive and Man is active, but with Man works only or performs its functions only in the presence of Atma. So in the Atma along with the Man is the seat for Sukh and Dukh. So these are the few synonyms. There is another verse. Niskriyam cha swatantram cha vasinam sarvagam vibhum vadanti atmanam atmagya chetram sakshanam tatha. Nishkriyam, Atma is inactive, as I discussed earlier. Swatantram, it is independent. Vasinam means it is not under control of, it is self-controlled and it controls the function of all the indriya. Sarvagam, it is present all over the body. Vibhum, it is omnipresent. And it is also called as Kshetrakya. This human body is Kshetra and Atma resides within this and acts as a master. That's why it calls as Kshetrakya, because Atma in combination with the Man is the regulator of all the functions of the body. Sakshanam, it is the perceiver of all kind of knowledge, or it is the witness of all kind of activities. That's why it is called as Sakshana. Now what are the different characteristics which are due to presence of Atma within the human body? So Pran apano nimeshadya jivanam manaso gati indriyantara sanchara preridam dharanam chayat desantara gati swapne panchatva grahanam tatha drishtasya dakshinakshana sarvenavagamastatha. Here word pran and apan refers to the breathing process. Pran means uchwas and prana means nihswas and apana means uchwas. Nimesh adya refers to the blinking of eyes. Nimesh and unmesh. Jivanam, it is responsible for life. Manaso gati, as I earlier told that Man works only in the presence of Atma. So all the activities of mind happen in the presence of Atma. Indriyantar sanchara predam dharanam chayat. The manas act through the different indriya and it gets connected with the different indriya to get the knowledge or further perception or reception of different stimulus through the different indriya. It is also because of in the presence of Atma only predam dharanam chayat. It is the regulator of all functions of indriya and the body. Desantara gati swapne panchatva grahanam tatha. Desantara gati means here, desantara gati swapne means dream. Dreaming of different things in the sleep. Panchatva grahanam means marana jnanam, means the knowledge about the body, that it gets disintegrate and it gets again mixed with its original form of Pancha Mahabhuta, from which this body is derived. Dristasya dakshinenaksha sarvena gamastatha. A person is able to see the object which is he or she sees by the right eye similarly as by the left eye. So all these are the few functions which is exhibited by the man or other body parts only in the presence of Atma. And here these are the few vital signs which show the vitality of a person. Like the way in clinical examination also, we first of all, to see whether the person is alive or not, we just inspect about the breathing, whether there is breathing or not, person is responding to the stimulus, whether there is blinking of eyes or not, indriyantara sancharam predanam dharanam chayat, whether the person is responding to different stimulus, either the pain or sound or the touch. So all these are the few basic characteristics or the things which show the vitality or the life of or about that the person is alive. Now what is characteristics of Paramatma? Here the Paramatma is also a name given to the Atma. Ichha, Dvesha, Sukham, Dukham, Prayatnash, Chetana, Dhriti, Buddhi, Smriti, Ahankaro, Lingani, Paramatmana. Ichha, Dvesh. Ichha means desire. Dvesh means aversion. Sukham means happiness. Means Dukham means misery. Prayatna. Prayatna means effort. Chetana, again, consciousness. Dhriti, the patience or the control. Buddhi, intelligence. Smriti, memory. Ahankar, ego, or the awareness about oneself is called as ahankar, or the awareness about the existence of oneself is called as ahankar. So all these are the few characteristics of Atma. Characteristics of living being exhibited due to presence of Atma. And so here are another things. So there is a verse, yasmat samuplabhyante linganyati jivita namritasya lingani atma lingani tasmat ahur ahum harshaya. Means linganyetani jivita, means all the characteristics of a living being are only in the presence of Atma. And in a dead body, when the Atma leaves or escapes from the body, then body becomes dead and there is no signs of life. And sariram hi gatit tasmin shunyagaram achetanam. So the body devoid of Atma is called as shunyagara, and it is achetan. That body is unconscious and not going to respond any kind of stimulus. Panchabhuta vasheshatvam panchatvam gatam uchyate. And the body without soul gets decomposed into its basic 5 constituents, that is Pancha Mahabhut, and gets mixed with the original source of Pancha Mahabhut, and that is called as Panchattva Prapti. So basically the Atma is very essential factor to make the body living. Now Acharya Shishut has given 16 traits which are produced by Atma in combination with the Manas in the body. So it is similar somehow as I earlier discussed in previous slide. तस्य सुख दुखे इच्छा द्वेषो प्रयत्न प्राण अपान उन्मेष निमेषो बुद्धि मन संकल्पो विचारणा स्मृति विज्ञानम अध्यवसायो विषयोपलब्धिश्च गुणा. So here I will discuss word by word. First thing is sukh. Sukh means स्वभावतो अनुकूल वेदनीय, means the positive things or the things which are as per the desire of a person, then that produces the feeling of sukh or pleasure. And if something is dukha, स्वभावतः प्रतिकूल वेदनीयम, if something is against our desire, then it produces a feeling of dukha. Next is ichha. Ichha means abhilasha, desire or expectations. Dvesho apriti lakshana. Dvesh means aversion towards the particular person or food, or called dvesh, or we can say as a hatred. Prayatna कार्य समारंभे उत्साह, courage to start some work. प्राणो वायु वक्त्र संचारी. Pran means here the air which we inhale. Apan means pakvashe sthita adhogamanashila. Its site is pakvashe and it is downward. Its movement is downward. It means the air which is excreted through the anus is called apan. Unmesh nimesho chachuso unmilanam nimilane. Unmesh nimesh means the blinking of eyes, upper movement of eyes and lower movement of eyes, or we can say opening of eyes. बुद्धि निश्चयात्मिका मनः संशयात्मकम तस्य संकल्पो मनस्य कर्म. Buddhi means here intellect, or the decision capacity of mind is called buddhi. Manah sankalp means determination. So to receive some knowledge, some definitive knowledge, it requires a determination. Vicharana. पुनर्उहोपभ्याम वस्तु विमर्श. Vicharana means the analysis. So analysis of some perceived knowledge is called vicharana. Smriti. पूर्व अनुभूतस्य अर्थस्य स्मरणम. पूर्व अनुभूतस्य means the knowledge which is previously perceived. Retrieval of that knowledge is called as Smriti. Smarana means retrieval. Vigyan means Shilpa Shastra Adi Buddha, means the textual knowledge. Adhyavasayo Buddhi Vyapara. Analysis and decision making process is termed as Buddhi. So to analyze the perceived different perceived earth, that is Sabda, Sparsh and Rupa, Rasa, Gandh. And with the help of Buddhi, we make a decision. So that is called as Adhyavasaya, the function of intelligence or brain. Vishayanam Sabd Adim Anuplabdhi Gati Vishayopalabdhi. Vishayopalabdhi means the perception of different kind of stimulus, that is perception of पंचमहाभूत अर्थ शब्द स्पर्श रूप रस गंध. प्रयत्नो मनः प्रवृत्ति उत्साह करा. Prayatna means here again to desire to work something or enthusiasm to work. मनः संकल्पात्मकं लक्षणं. तस्य संकल्पो विषयेषु दोषगुणनकल्पनं शेषम् एव. एते कर्मपुरुषस्य षोडशगुणाः. मनस्य संकल्पात्मक means to determine something, determine to make our mind or to make a determination to get the knowledge after analysis of the vishaya dosha guna kalpanam. After analysis the thought process about its positive things, negative things, its beneficial and non-beneficial effects, then that is called as manasankalpa. And all these are the 16 traits which are produced. Kala means traits. So all these are the 16 traits which are produced within the body, in the man, only in the presence of Atma. Without the presence of Atma, all these 16 traits which arise within the mind or manas cannot be expressed or exhibited. Characteristics of soul, there is another verse. Nirvikarah paraswatama sattva-bhuta guna-indriyah chaitanya karanam nityo drashta pashyati hi kriya. The Atma is nirvikar, means it is devoid of any kind of property. It has no size, shape and all these things. Parah means sukshma, it is very subtle. Sattva bhuta guna indriya. In combination with the Atma, in combination with the man, bhut guna means the shabd sparsh roop ras gandh and indriya. So Indriya earth and sattva along with the combination with Atma is the cause for generation of knowledge, or chaitanya karanam nityo drashta pashyati hi kriya. And this soul, it is the cause for consciousness, and it is continuously it is the continuous cause for perception of different kind of knowledge. Drashta pashyati hi kriya means it is the viewer of all the functions of the body. So the Atma is nirvikar, very subtle, and along with the man and indriya, it is the cause for consciousness. Role of Atma in perception of knowledge. Atmindriya mano arthanam sannikarshata pravartate vidya tada vikta tadatveya buddhi pratyaksham sanarachyate. As we know, if the Atma, Indriya, Man and Arth means Shabd Sparsh Roop Rasa Gandha, which are received by our 5 sensory organs, they are in combination, Sannikarsha, they are in an alignment, then there is generation of knowledge through the buddhi. So here we know that the Atma is very essential for perception of knowledge along with the Man, Indriya. Soul, an important dimension of health, that is spiritual health. We know that Acharya Shashwat has given a very beautiful verse about the absolute health, that is samadosha samagnasya samadhatu malikriya prasannat mindriya mana swastitya vidiyate. Means health is a state in which dosh, Agni and Dhatu are in their balanced functional state. The excretory functions are normal, and along with that, Atma, Indri, and Man, they are in their pleasant state. Then the then combinedly all these things produce a state of health. So here we see that health has different dimensions, like it is defined that health is a state of well-being, physical, mental, social, and spiritual. So spiritual well-being is a component of a complete health or holistic health. So thus the soul is an important component of health. So to summarize, Atma is a primordial causal factor or Karana Dravya that is responsible for creation of all the living beings. It is important body constituent along with the Panch Mahabhut, and it resides in the heart. It is inactive but regulates the activity of Manas. It gives consciousness to the body and responsible for exhibition of all signs of life. Thank you.